to reflect the times and situations in which I find myself. That, to me, is my duty. And at this crucial time in our lives, when everything is so desperate, when every day is a matter of survival, I don't think you can help but be involved. Young people know this. That's why they're so involved in politics. We will shape and mold this country, or it will not be molded and shaped at all anymore. So, I don't think you have a choice. How can you be an artist and not reflect the times? That, to me, is the definition of an artist. Favor the hunter, the hunter, the hunter, the hunter, the hunter, the hunter. The lions speak, and together we will change the narrative. Thank you so much. I ask that you dedicate tonight to somebody that you love, somebody you're standing for, somebody you're voting for and speaking for. I dedicate tonight to my grandson, Liam Fuller. The lions I love you, Liam. And to my mother, together, who fought before me, will change the narrative. Thank you so much. I ask that you dedicate tonight to somebody that you love, somebody you're standing for, somebody you're voting for. Dedicate tonight to my grandson. The lions I love you, Liam. And to my mother, together, who fought before me, will change the narrative. Thank you so much. I ask that you dedicate tonight to somebody that you love, somebody you're standing for, somebody you're voting tonight to my
And so anytime you try to do something for justice, there'll always be just a little bit of glitch. But you know what? What artists do is they make music even out of the glitches. They make music even out of the turmoil. In fact, some of the greatest songs, Yara, come out of our greatest pain. The song that we sing, Somebody's Been Hurting Our People, and it's gone on far too long, was given to you by the Spirit after hearing a woman let us know she probably would not be living in a few months. And she wanted her story to be told and what had happened to her because of environmental poisoning. So we sing. I'm Reverend Dr. William J. Barber II, co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign, along with Reverend Liz Theo Harris. But most of all tonight, I want to celebrate these artists. And Yara, as our theomusicologist, I want to celebrate you and the team and for what this vision that you put together. Some of you may not know, Yara came to this work. I'm Reverend Dr. William J. Barber. We were involved in Moral Monday. We were being arrested. She didn't have any gas in her car hardly. But most of all tonight, I want to celebrate these artists. The car was not running well, but the rhythm in her would not let her stay away from the movement. And so she drove up to Raleigh and got involved and got arrested. Didn't know how she was going to get back, but she understood that she didn't have any gas in her car hardly, of interpretation and singing that needed to be. The car was not running well. That's where all this got started. In the Bible, there is no movement for social justice and got involved and got arrested. The voice is not called. Didn't know how she was going to get back. Bible in 2 Kings says the prophet says, I can't prophesy yet. That she cannot prophesy. I have to have the minstrel. And when the minstrel sings, it creates the atmosphere for the prophetic words of justice. If you look down through the years, the slaves sung in spite of slavery. The voice is not called. Those who fought against Bible in 2 Kings says those who tried to end the Reconstruction did it, they sung. Some of our greatest music comes out of our greatest struggles. Lift Every Voice and Sing comes out of a time when people are trying to destroy our voices. Ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Make them hear you. America has never been America to me, but I swear this oath America will be. That's artistry and poetry that came out of the deepest and darkest movement, this little light of mine. And so tonight you will hear artists from all over the country, music, who also are lending their voice. And they're lending their voice to call us to be a movement that votes, a movement that cares about issues, because love sings, justice sings, peace sings, lifting up others sings, fighting on and with the poor and on behalf of the poor sings. It's a rhythm to it. It's a rhythm to it. Nelson Mandela, when he got out of prison, he danced. Before he was president, before they had voted, he danced. In the prison, he quoted artistry, quoted poems. Out of prison, he danced. Poetry and music are always a part of movement. I would dare say to you, in the midst of all this craziness, it's still artist time. It's singing time. It's movement time. It's rhythm time. And it's voting time, because voting is power unleashed. Even when we go to the poll, it makes a sound in the universe. When we vote for justice, it makes a sound in the universe. Do you know the earth even spins? I learned this from y'all, that the earth spins not only in rhythm, but it has a certain key that even the earth spins. I followed Jesus. Jesus was singing on the cross. The Bible said when Paul and Silas were in jail at midnight singing, that's when the jail cells opened up and the earthquake happened. The close of the book of Revelation finds the angels singing, even in the midst of struggles, singing. And oh, we should sing, freedom, 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 freedom. Before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave, going home with my Lord to be free. If they could sing then, surely we can sing now. Surely we can do our spoken word now. Surely we can recite our poems now. And surely we can do it in a way that inspires people to be involved and to vote like never before. So I'm not going to tell you to sit down and relax. I'm going to tell you whatever you need to do. Stand up, run, clap your hands, dance, enjoy, be inspired. The word inspire means to inspire courage, inspire spirit. Call somebody, tell somebody. Tell them there's a movement afoot called the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for M.O.R.E revival. And we sing our way to justice. We recite poetry on our way to justice. We have a rhythm on the way to justice. And we'll never, ever turn back. Because somebody's hurting our brothers and sisters. It's gone on far too long. And guess what? From the pulpit to the choir stand, from the artist to the poet, we won't be silent anymore. Come on, y'all. It's the arts unleashed that we might do more. Let us sing. Let us dance. Let us recite.
We are in one of those moments that demand a poor people's campaign.
Our brothers and sisters are sleeping on the streets. For a country this rich to have so many people poor, it's It's immoral and it's wrong.
When we throw away more food than it takes to feed every person, not just that's hungry in this country, but around the world, that is not right.
Something is wrong.
That is a moral emergency, and that's why we need a Poor People's Campaign.
There's other systems here that are oppressing us that voting won't always fix, and that we've got to talk about, we've got to call it out, and we've got to mobilize and build a movement to be able to change these things that our politicians won't always change.
But if you don't recognize us, and then it goes back to that second chapter, that we're the forgotten ones.
Until we are ready to keep this fight going.
Because it's crucial that we make ourselves heard.
Let the people vote! That's how you honor veterans.
When you hold down the poor, you hold down America.
Our backs are against the wall, and we got no choice but to push.
We are building a multiracial, intergenerational, nonviolent army of the poor that will break every chain. Every chain.
And so we have to come to a point that every attack on the poor will embolden our agitation. Every attack on sick folk will embolden our agitation. Every attack on immigrants will embolden our agitation.
We can do more. We can do better. And we're building the power. Forward together.
It's movement time. It's time to shake this nation because this nation is locked up.
Rise up. Rise up. Rise up.
Get up tomorrow and start the revolution.
This stuff is about to go down. 846, remember the time. 46 and his face on the ground. Out the ring where she took 8 rounds. Sometimes I wish that I could press pause on in life, but I'm knee deep down. Tell me time, tell me hours. Rest in power to the King T'Challa. Woke up this morning with my mind on freedom, on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind on freedom, on freedom. 2020 can't kill my vibe, but it did with my granny. Oh my God, I cried. So many people holding on to spine. I'm already alright. Sometimes I wish that I could go ride the whip and just dip to a place much better than this, where the sky is moving and the people cooling it. That sound legit. Black mama up in paradise. Hood digital is on the rise. Sell me breath, sell me life. Mask off, mask on, it's the future, right? Woke up this morning with my mind on freedom, on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind on freedom, on freedom. No longer will you categorize and demonize the way that black folks go and live their lives. They can try to bury us, but we all seize and grow in the trees and blow in the breeze. I don't have a choice but to stand my ground. You can cut us all down, but then you won't breathe. And I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. What's greater than a Great Depression? Is it lockdown of the mind and vessel? Is it the end of the world? Are we retrogressing? Are the aliens coming? Should I grab a weapon? Hey, stand down for you, block your blessing. I'ma run down the town just to drop a message from the top of the Western Tower so the world can read it as the midnight gospel. They sell me love, sell me peace. I ain't never been a killer, but I slay the peace. Sell me hope, sell me dreams. You can't sell me back my freedom, it belongs to me. Yeah. Woke up this morning with my mind on freedom, on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind on freedom.
War, we want justice. Justice will bring about peace. We want to live in a world without fear. Hear us, war cease, war cease. Dying at the hands of police. Why can't we live in a world without fear? Hear us, war cease, war cease. peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Greetings. My name is Reverend Dr. Liz Theo Harris. I'm the director of the Kairos Center for Religions, Rights, and Social Justice at Union Theological Seminary and the co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival. I want to thank everyone for joining us, and I want to thank especially the artists who have made this evening possible. We indeed need to unleash the arts. We need to unleash our votes, and we need to unleash a movement powerful enough to make the power structures of this nation say yes when all they've been doing is saying no to us for a long time. We live in a country where there are 140 million people who are poor or one fire, one storm, one healthcare crisis, one job loss away from deep poverty. And yet as a nation, we throw away more food than it takes not just to feed everyone in this country, but across the world. And we have more abandoned housing units than we do homeless people. We're living in a time and a pandemic where billionaires are profiting off of poverty, of loss, of healthcare crisis, and yet the poor are being left to fend for ourselves. But it doesn't have to be this way. We know from history when those most impacted by injustice band together, fuse together, unite together across all the lines that divide us, we can build a powerful movement. And we know that we must use our voice. We must use our vote in that movement. We have fewer voting rights today than we did 54 years ago, despite the fact that people have fought and died to give us those rights. If our voting power wasn't powerful, they wouldn't be trying to steal our votes. And so we are here to say that we are going to make our voices heard. Somebody's been hurting our people, as Miss Yara Allen has written, and it's gone on for far too long. We won't be silent anymore. We know also from history that when we build this powerful movement, it won't just be decorated by powerful art and culture, but that our shifting narrative, making our stories heard, doing away with the stereotypes and misconceptions of who is poor and why we're poor, needs to be battled out in the cultural arena amongst theomusicologists, amongst cultural workers, amongst artists of every stripe. And so we are gathered here to unleash our power. We know that poor and low-income people have the power to shift the entire political landscape of this country. That when poor and low-income voters turn out in massive numbers around an agenda that speaks for health care and living wages, an agenda that lifts up education and immigrant rights, an agenda that says no to mass incarceration and the militarization of our communities, and yes to peace and love and truth and health care, that we can shift this whole nation. We can lift from the bottom and everybody can rise. And so I ask you all this evening to make sure that you're mobilizing and organizing, registering and educating people for a movement that votes. I'm asking you all this evening that we rise up and we vote together and we keep on pushing this election season, because we have been silent for far too long, but we aren't going to be anymore. Everybody has a right to live, and we're going to unite, and we're going to organize, and we're going to build that power, and we're going to be able to be a new and unsettling force and be able to change this country for the better for everyone. Thank you so much.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're doing a record, man. Okay. Yeah, it's in dedication to, there's a cemetery called Moses Cemetery up in Bethesda. It's being dug up right now. It's an African-American cemetery. Of course.
I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. Please don't move where I lay. I work so hard all this life. Don't know the sin that gave me this life. But now I lay down, 'cause God gave me the right. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. Oh, please don't move where I lay. When I rise, he will have my eyes. When I rise, she will have my eyes. Lord, please let them have easy lives. Right now, I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. Please don't move where I lay. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. Please don't move where I lay. If they wake me, let me rise. If they shake me, I'll shake all their lies. Maybe they'll know then that we raise the tide. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. I'm going away. I'll be back some old day. When I come back, you won't know my face. You won't know my face. You won't know my face. You won't know my face.
Folks, you know, there's not enough folks that know about it. Everybody's protesting a bit. I'm trying to do some videos to just draw some attention to it a bit more.
The developers trying to build on it, man. So it's just like
trying to dig up the bodies.
Yeah, they're trying to say that there's not bodies there when the community is just like, yeah, we used to play in the cemetery right there. There's like 3 plots that we're really fighting for right now. One of them, they're digging through. They desecrated the site basically, and we're just trying to get them to stop. And there's 2 other sites. So Moses Cemetery, if you check out the Bethesda African Cemetery Code.
Okay.
Yeah. Just here to let you know, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Have a good one, bro.
God bless.
I'm waiting by the mailbox. They say a check is coming soon. $200 easy paying and pay a bill or 2. But no more aid will come my way unless I take a stand. The U.S. Postal Service darling needs a helping hand. Oh, won't you heed this message? Won't you hear my mournful cry? It's hard to keep your wits about with all this death and dying. But harder times will come our way, on this you can rely. Unless we learn to not be fooled by all the dreadful lies. Our government is doing a disservice to us all. To not deliver us the mail should be against the law. So many men and women out risking their poor lives. day by day. Oh, Uncle Sam won't bail me out while poor crooks are safe. In times like these, it's fair to say we'll need new ways to hope. But if the Postal Service dies, my friends, that's all she wrote. They're well aware of what's to come and choose to do us wrong. If the U.S. Postal Service dies, our right to vote is gone. It's time for us to make demands before it is too late. So pull the phone of the U.S. Postal Service, for God's sake.
Hello. Is anybody home? This is a national call for moral revival. We are campaigning poor people's survival. We are baptizing them in the holiest of waters. We are putting our laws in order of the land. United we stand, or divided we'll fall. The evils of systematic racism affects us all, especially those in poverty. And poverty tastes all too familiar to me. It tastes like stomach pains and hunger cramps, because food stamps only come once a month, and once upon a time we got a stimulus check, but the last time I checked, each month we were burying our babies because the war of the economy don't want to save them. This nightmare, it's on my street as I hear the screams of a mother's defeat mixed with stray bullets, tears, and drive-bys, bloodshed, sirens, gun blasts, and the cries of our at-risk youth. Funeral homes are more than happy to assist you, and gentrification is pallbearers that see our value, waiting to raise the property value because they don't mind burying our children along with our culture. These vultures fly above high rises on the arise as they build landscapes on top of sidewalk graves for those that couldn't escape. Memorials are replaced with wealthy new neighbors, neighboring the ecological devastation that affects our nation. And it is distorted morality that is the new reality. And it seems like we're on a reality show, but the power, it's in our vote. This is the will of misfortune. Not voting put our lives in jeopardy. The price we paid made it right. Who wants to be a millionaire if you're not providing adequate health care? Don't press your luck by passing the buck, because fear is not a factor, because whose line is this? Our country is now ran by an apprentice, and this is as real as it gets. Too much is on the line, because when the family feud, we lose every time. So go out there and vote, no matter how you feel. Don't let them take your power. Deal or no deal.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This here voice of mine is for singing songs of freedom. This here voice of mine is for singing songs of freedom. This here voice of mine is for singing songs of freedom. Sing 'em loud, sing 'em loud, sing 'em loud. These here hands of mine are for voting tyrants out. These here hands of mine are for voting tyrants out. These here hands of mine are for voting tyrants out. So vote 'em out, vote 'em out, vote 'em out. These here feet of mine march me to the polling station. These here feet of mine march me to the polling station. These here feet of mine march me to the polling station. Here I go, here I go, here I go. Well, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let shine, let it shine. See, this here voice of mine is for singing songs of freedom. This here voice of mine is for singing songs of freedom. This here voice of mine is for singing songs of freedom. Sing 'em loud, sing 'em loud, sing 'em loud. Vote 'em out, vote 'em out, vote 'em out. Vote them tyrants out, vote 'em out, vote 'em out. See, here you go, here you go, here I go. And let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
This is the color of the day. I am tired of seeing from a sheltered place. Who am I to speak? I've never known your song, so I'll turn the other cheek. The world is aflame. The makers and the martyrs burn to gray. Your words are ablaze. Signs being struck by bullets raised to say, I cannot breathe. These are the words I can say. Use my voice if you wish, but I've never known my place. Hands up, do not shoot. No justice, no peace, no luxury, no loot. The world is aflame. The victims and the bullies burn to gray. My words are ablaze. Signs being struck by bullets raised to say, I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. This is the color of the day. Raise it up like a flag whose honor we will weigh. Our words are ablaze. Signs being shot by cameras work to say. Our words will be louder, above and beyond the armor. Our words will have power, above and beyond the armor.
march again. We will organize again. We are black, we are white, we are Latino, we are Native American, we are Democrat, we are Republican, we are independent, we are people of faith, we are people not of faith, we are natives and immigrants, we are business leaders and workers and unemployed, we are doctors and the uninsured, we are gay, we are straight, we are students, we are parents, we are retirees. We are America, and we're here, and we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, right about now, I think we can use some feel-good music. A good dose of feel-good music will be right on time in these times.
COVID-19 has been so real for so many of us. I know personally firsthand what it has meant. COVID-19 came through and swept through my family. I lost my grandmother to COVID-19. I watched my mother, I watched my aunt struggle through COVID-19. I know these times have not been easy for us, But in the midst of the struggle, and in the midst of the pain, in the midst of all that is going on, we have to hold true to what we know. And that is, we as the people have power. We have the power to move. We have the power to vote. We have the power to change what is happening today in our nation. I know so many people are tired. I know we are weary. I know we are frustrated. But together, we can absolutely change what is happening day in and day out in our nation. So I encourage you, I encourage us all to tap into the depths of our souls, to the depths of the pain, to the depths of those things that have shaken us, and to draw strength from that, and to go out and vote, to go out and make a difference, to go out and do more. I know it isn't easy, but this is what the moment calls for. This is what this movement calls for. This is what we can do to honor the lives of those who have been lost during this devastating time.
Reverend Janelle is so right when we think about these moments that we're in. And right now and right here, I want you to hear two songs. One of them is Be Blessed, and the other one is Use Me, Lord. And in our faith tradition, we can sing both of them. Both the call for the Lord to bless and keep us, but then also an understanding that the Lord keeps us for purpose. And that purpose is to serve the cause of justice and the cause of love. Come on and join with us now in this time of singing some of the great gospel, the great music of faith.
Too many storms have passed your way, and you're all washed out, 'cause it rain on your parade. Seems nobody cares about you anyway. Now you live your life like a castaway. Search for strength inside, was it all in vain? 'Cause the deeper you dig, you find more and more pain. But don't let your tomorrow be like yesterday, 'cause I spoke to God and I called on your name, and on your behalf I just asked if he would be there for you. I want you to be blessed. Don't live life in distress. Just let go, let God. Let him work it out. He'll work it out for you. Yes, he will. My prayer, I pray that your soul will be blessed forever in his rest. For you deserve his best, no less. Into a place where you never have to cry, never have to live a lie, never have to wonder why, never want for nothing, always satisfied in the peace that his arms will provide. He will erase any guilt or shame, any bad habits that you have. You won't want to do them again. Yes, I can testify. And I spoke to God, I called out your name, and on your behalf I just asked if he'd be there for you. Be blessed. Don't live life in distress.
evening sun is sinking fast. Still there are mountains on this journey I must climb. Yeah, but I promise I'll keep climbing if you only help me stand. Oh, I'm willing to run on all the way. Yes, all the way, yes, all the way. I said I'm gonna run on all the way. I'm willing to run on all the way. I believe I say it one more time. All the way, all the way, yes, all the way. I'm gonna run on all the way. I'm willing to run on all the way. All the way, yeah, all the way, yeah, Lord, all the way. I said I'm gonna run on all the way. I'm willing to run on. The
Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath. But opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. Say, who are you that mumbles in the dark? And who are you that draws your veil across the stars? I am the poor white, fooled and pushed apart. I am the Negro bearing slavery's scars. I am the red man driven from the land. I'm the immigrant clutching the hope I seek and finding only the same old
stupid plan of dog eat dog of mighty crush the weak. I am the young man full of strength and hope, tangled in that ancient endless chain of profit, power, gain, of grab the land, of grab the gold, of grab the ways of satisfying need, of work the men, of take the pay, of owning everything for one's own greed. I am the farmer, bondsman to the soil. I am the worker sold to the machine. I'm the Negro servant to you all. I am the people, humble, hungry, mean, hungry yet today, despite the dream, beaten yet today. Oh pioneers, I am the man who never got ahead, the poorest worker battered down through the years. Yet I am the one who dreamed our basic dream in the old world while still a serf of kings, who dreamt the dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring sings. And every brick and every stone in every furrow turn that's made America the land it has become. Oh, I'm the man who sailed those early seas in search of what I meant to be my home. For I'm the one who left dark Ireland's shore and Poland's plain and England's grassy lea, and I'm the one that was torn from black Africa's strand. I came to build a homeland of the free. The free? Who said the free? Who said the free? Not me, surely not me. The millions on relief today, you think they say free? The millions shot down when we strike, you think they say free? The millions who have nothing for our pay, really? You think they say free? Listen, for all the dreams we've dreamed and all the songs we've sung and all the hopes we've held and all the flags we've hung, the millions who have nothing for our pay except the dream that's almost dead today, what we say is, oh, let America be America again. The land that never has been yet, and yet must be. The land where every man is free. The land that's mine, the poor man's, the Indians, the Negroes, me who made America. Me whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain. Me whose hand at the foundry, whose plow in the rain. We must bring back our mighty dream again. Sure, call me any ugly name you choose, but the steel of freedom does not stain. From those who live like leeches on the people's lives, we must take back our land again. America, oh yes, I say it plain. America never was America to me. And yet I swear this oath, America will be. How? Out of the rack and ruin of our gangster death, out of the rape and the rot of graft and stealth and lies, out of this, we the people must redeem the land, the mines, the plants, the rivers, the mountains, and the endless plain, all the stretch of these great green states. And we must make America, America again, make it again, until it is America again, America where the poor are lifted. Let's make America again. America where you are loved regardless of who you love. Let's make America again. America where we deal with the final vestiges of racism in every form and fashion. Let's make America again, where immigrants are welcome not only from Europe, but from Mexico and other brown and black countries. Let's make America again, where those who have the ability to be cared for when they are sick do not push a sick agenda and keep others from having that same assurance and insurance as well. We must make America again, where we're not killing our country and our land and poisoning the rest of the world just the same. We must make America again, because the military might and the money is too much. It's killing us. Our priorities are more in bombs than building. Let us make America again. No more the lies that we can be by ourselves, some false exceptionalism and nationalism and white evangelicalism and religious nativism. It will not work. It has not worked. Let us make America again. Living wages, clean water, clean air, clean land. Let's make America again. Where corporations are not treated like people and people are treated like things. No, let's make America again, where people are treated like creations of God and lifted and cared for and not pushed down and suppressed. Let's make America again, until every vote is counted and matters and means something. Let us make America again. Sure, America has never been fully America to us, but let's make America again. For that's what they did. At every turn, despite its failures, they kept having revival and revolution and restoration and making America again. And now it is time for us not make America great again with some false kind of greatness, where greatness is measured only by the greedy and the wealthy, but let's make America again until she hears that what matters only for a nation is when I was hungry. Did you feed me when I was naked? Did you clothe me when I was sick? Did you care about me when I was in prison? Did you release me when I was an immigrant? Did you welcome me? For inasmuch as you treat the least of these, you've done it unto the Creator's self. It's time to make America again.
Hey y'all, this is Elliot Smith with the Poor People's Campaign, and I just want to say that as millennials, we have power to create change. We have lived through endless wars, ecological devastation ravaging our communities due to senseless and greedy corporate polluters, a recession and economic depression throughout our lifetimes, a pandemic that has altered our way of life, and systemic racism that have had lasting disparities when it comes to healthcare, infrastructure, education, mistreatment of our immigrant brothers and sisters, and the killing of innocent Black and brown men and women at the hands of law enforcement. Our time is now. Our moment is now. And we are mobilizing other youth, young adults, students, and advocates to vote not on a particular party or a particular candidate, but around a moral agenda to heal America and heal this nation. When living wages are on the line, when affordable housing is on the line, when reproductive rights for women are on the line, when addressing climate change is on the line, when protecting our vote is on the line, and when healthcare is on the line, as millennials, we have the power to create change and make a difference. We will not be silent anymore, and we are rising up to vote. Voting is power unleashed.
Hi everyone, my name is Reina Sokolov Gonzalez. It's such an honor to be a part of this Justice Jubilee. I believe so deeply in what the Poor People's Campaign is doing, and just honored to be able to contribute in some small way. This first song is called The Movement, which I wrote maybe 2 months ago during this time. Really just opening my eyes and seeing, right? As artists, we are vessels, we are witnesses, we are storytellers. So, yeah, thank you.
Yesterday the news called a riot. Call it what they want, try and hide the truth. People in the street occupying, calling off the heat, calling on the youth. This is the moment, this is the movement. Keep holding focus, keep what you're doing. This is the moment, this is the movement. Keep moving forward, keep moving through it. Yesterday the news showed another video that proves an intent to kill. Now we need to stand for each other. Now we must demand no more blood is spilled. This is the moment, this is the movement. Keep holding focus, keep what you're doing. This is the moment, this is the movement. Keep moving forward, keep moving through it. Society itself, reconfigure, reconfigure. Turn our lives towards something bigger. Redefine our minds, the paradigm. Rise and shine, rise and shine. Reconsider, reconsider. Why white hands stay on the trigger? Why white families' complicity leaves a violent whitewashed history? History repeats itself presently. This is the moment, this is the movement. Keep holding focus, keep what you're doing. This is the moment, this is the movement. Keep moving forward, keep moving through it.
I'm gonna write a poem on the ballot, cause I know that our poetry is magic, and we can overcome hate and transform the states, and the right wing never gonna have it. So I'm gonna write a poem on the ballot. Let me scribe similes, it'll change policy like a wave on the sea, we moving. And now I'm gonna write like a dog in the fight, like a God-given light, we proving that we can undo a curse with the vote like a verse, cause our people come first, we love you. So with a whole 16 for a whole new dream, till our people can't breathe, we rising. We about to dance on the ballot, cause we beautiful, period, valid. We gonna vote and organize folks till we mobilize hope to decolonize and close the camps. We gon' vote for the people who can't and build up power beyond elections, dignity, respect, permanent protection. Ain't nothing can stop this movement. My people, I know we could do this. It's time to write a poem on the ballot and heal ourselves and the planet.
Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody's got a right to live. Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody's got a right to live.
I feel this melody in the footsteps of the people.
rising up in the rhythm of dignity and courage. When I see you, I suddenly believe liberation can flourish, and generosity and humility will save us. And we will use the love our mamas gave us to decolonize the skies above us with praise. Learning from the bravest, the beautiful, nameless creators of a world newly awakened. We on fire and blazing our way out the matrix, guided by a single mother's hand, holding her family together. We already on the other side of never. Where the aunties brewing tea and sipping sweetness from the south to the north. We are here to remind those in D.C. who they working for. That's right, beloved. This song is Freedom Uncovered.
Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody's got a right to live. Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody has got a right. Everybody's got a right to live.
What Harriet walked towards, what the people in Selma marched for, what the riots from Stonewall to Ferguson to Minneapolis fought for. A movement of people who pour in dollars but rich in brilliance. We are the millions, the healers who come to heal, the leaders who come to reveal that the right to live means you've had the right to feel what you feel. The right to live means an end to police violence and the passage of a Green New Deal. The right to live is in the wind, and every day we witness in our children's countless talents. The right to live is harmonizing in the voice of Yara Allen. It is the springtime and you can feel the right to live about to bloom, growing out the organizing of comrades like Sierra and Sharon and Claudia de la Cruz. Esto es el momento de pararnos como madres orgullosas y sonreír, porque no hay nada más esencial que el derecho de vivir. The right to live is a simple truth to return us to ourselves. It is a spell being cast upon a lost and divided nation to heal the wounds of hate and incarceration with a love so bold it includes everybody. Feel that, everybody. And when you fight for those rights, they become the lights for us to follow through these long dark nights. This is a promise to be radically honest and declare we are worthy of food to eat and housing to sleep in and schools to dream in and just being human beings. We are worthy of love. And so the Poor People's Campaign has come to bring our freedom into being. You will know we've arrived because you will hear us sing.
Everybody's got a right to live. Everybody's got a right to live.
I see the tides rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. I see the tides rolling in, rolling in, rolling in.
We are the tides that rise, the tides that have survived through movements, tides that have undulated inside a world that has tried to keep our voices silent, hell-bent on erasing our stories, substituting our truths with a redaction. We are taking back our power, unleashing an unsettling force that reaches into the dreams of our ancestors to alchemize their words into our worlds, because our words create our world. So what world are we creating worlds that transfigure and transform, words that become flesh and water, waters of justice rolling down to the very flesh from which it was created, words, worlds, and waters that are cyclical in nature, a coming, a going, a return, like the tides themselves. But I must admit, I desire for the waters of justice to do more than roll. There are times where I desire for the waters to rage, rush, and roar. The potency of raging, the expediency of rushing, the amplification of roaring. Yes, in these times, I believe our water should do more than roll, because I hear the tides roaring in, roaring in, roaring in. I hear the tides roaring in, roaring in, roaring in. There is a sound in everything we do, a sound that echoes long after we are through, a sound that transmutes the auditory into physical realms. The sound of today will be heard for generations to come. So what sound will they say that they know us from? Do our sounds resound messages of love and inclusion, or do we try to profess an outdated illusion that we should go back to what we knew before, instead of recognizing that this is the time for us demanding more, no longer settling for poverty killing 700 people a day, being twisted into a lie and saying that somehow part of God's way. Instead, we are saying that it is a display of greed, oppression, and wickedness of the highest degree, out here trying to break free of a world that decides life based upon familiarity, determining our longevity on how we appease their sensibilities, having to scream in the streets and remind them that our humanity represents God's divinity. Sacred and not scorned. We were born for a time such as this, so let us not dismiss this moment as if it has already been written, because history does not write itself, we do. So let us create something anew, forging a path as the ancestors of the next generations, the ones who decided to rise with the tides, because rushing in, rushing in, rushing in. I feel the tides rushing in, rushing in, rushing in, rushing in. I hear the tides roaring in, roaring in, roaring in. I see the tides rolling in, rolling in, rolling in.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. And it's been 4 years. I miss my home and there's a fire burning in my bones. I still believe. I still believe. All of those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is our fight song. Take back our life song, prove we're alright song. Our power's turned on, starting right now. We'll be strong, we'll play our fight song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me, a lot of fire left in me, 'cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me.
Hey folks, my name is Laurel Ashton. I'm the National Organizing Director with the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for more revival. And right now I am sitting outside of the Polk County Board of Elections here in North Carolina, getting ready to cast my vote early. Already tens of millions of us have voted, and we know that this election is critical. If we are going to get the Jubilee policy agenda of this campaign realized, an agenda that includes healthcare for all, housing for all, living wages, a strong social safety net, and a just response to this pandemic, then we have to change politics in this country. And if we're going to do that, then we all need to vote. If you have not yet voted, head on over to poorpeoplescampaign.org/voting. There you can find ways to look up your voting location, whether that's early voting, election day, or whether you're looking for a drop box for your absentee and mail-in ballot. You can also sign up for election reminders so that you can get updates when election laws change in your state, because we know laws are changing daily. You can get updates to let you know when in-person early voting has begun, and so many other resources that will make this process easier for you. So head on over to www.poorpeoplescampaign.org/voting. And now I'm gonna put on this mask and go vote.
Peace, everybody. I go by the name of Walter Wally B. Jennings, spoken word artist based out of Tampa, Florida, and this poem is called My Absentee Ballot. I'm a big history buff, so I constantly ask myself stuff like, would Malcolm X cry watching the end of Black Panther? If Harriet Tubman were alive today, how hard would she slap Kanye? Jordan or LeBron? Spoiler alert, it's Jordan. Would the ancestors that fought for black suffrage feel like their efforts were for nothing? Is that why suffrage sounds like suffering, like a painful task, like people in distress? Poll taxes, literacy tests, Reconstruction, intimidation, did disenfranchisement make us present the answer to our prayers? Not all victories are sweet. Some leave permanent scars and fractured teeth that keep us close to the edge of delusion, so used to losing that we are unable to rationalize when we have crossed to the other side of the Red Sea. Hard to believe we finally got over. More than voters, we are the descendants of resilience, an extension of the 15th Amendment, spirit of Harry and Harriet Moore, more ballot than bullet. It would be foolish to forsake both. Years, decades, generations, hope. How can black lives matter if black votes don't? Maybe souls to the polls is more eulogy than epiphany. Good idea, but bad energy. Voting rights revoked if you have felonies? Interesting. Why would anyone take away something that wasn't valuable? Contains some measure of influence and power. The hour has come when we must acknowledge the baton that has been placed in our hands. Stand for the ones who sat. Run for those swung from the poplar trees. Miss Billy beautifully belted. Voting is like wearing a mask during COVID. It's as much for others as it is for you. The truth is that your selections may not get elected, but every form mailed in, every sticker received is a fulfillment of a dream no longer deferred. Don't wait until November 3rd. Set aside time and flood the lines with pride. Offer to give an elder a ride to the voting booth and use the right you have been left. Its debt was paid by blood stained on leaves and roots, proof that every vote counts, even when they try to rig the game. The struggle remains the same, so continue to analyze all the clues, because candidates don't actually win. It's the people that lose when we don't use our voice and vote.
Come on, come on, come on. Don't you want to vote? Come on, come on, come on. Don't you want to vote? Come on, come on, come on. Don't you want to vote? Yes, I want to vote. Oh, come come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Yes, I want to vote. Stop complaining, come on. Don't you wanna vote? You just stop complaining, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Stop complaining, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Yes, I want to vote. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Yes, I want to vote. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Come on, stand with me and don't you wanna vote? Oh, yes, I want to vote. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna vote? Yes, I want to vote. Yes, I want to vote. Yes, I want to vote. Vote, everybody. Vote, everybody. Vote, everybody. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, a recording from Blue Notes Records. Wait a minute.
This song that we're about to learn is a song that's entitled Somebody's Hurting My Brother. Now, this song was actually born in a town hall meeting around coal ash. And the meeting came about because Duke Energy was spilling coal ash into poor black and brown and poor white neighborhoods. After hearing testimony after testimony of people who were impacted physically and mentally by the coal ash, this song came as an inspiration of those testimonies. So I'll call to you, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on, and your response is, far too long. Yes, it's gone on Far too long. It's gone on. Far too long. Somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on. Far too long. Now the end is, and we won't be silent anymore. We'll say that together. And we won't be silent anymore. Okay? And so we'll try the rehearsal version, which goes, oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. I tell you, it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. Together, and we won't be silent anymore. Now we're gonna put a little rhythm to this, okay? Okay? But we're gonna speed it up just a little bit. Not too fast. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on far too long. Yes, it's gone on far too long. Tell you it's gone on far too long. Oh, somebody's hurting my brother, and it's gone on.